There's a threat in the world today. A threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
He is the one.
I am.
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
How am I not found the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you're retired? I mean, I want to see your face when you're asking this question and the way you're going to ask it. Look a man in the eye before you try to kill him or make up something.
He went through my soul.
And I'm not surprised.
Live from the Dual Layers, it's Wednesday night. Yes, it is. Hey, you know who that guy is? He's the one.
Everybody. Hey.
This guy right here. I'm the ass. And
you sure are.
I sure am. We are Black and White Sports. That's right. Wednesday night live, powered by First Financial Bank, 3535 East 96th Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. Also, the wonderful people that did this behind me, Gruntworks Custom Woods. We would also like to give a little shout out to Anthony Caldwell. Happy flipping birthday yesterday. I think we forgot to mention that yesterday. So now you have your birthday shout. Also, our buddies over at Ultrasound Installations. Damon, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that here in a second. And Typo Edits.net. What is going on? One.
Hey, man, the one is good, man. It is Wednesday night live. It is day 2 of multi-streaming for Black and White Sports. You know, we had to touch other people outside our Facebook community and tap into our YouTube community.
Just like
so, yeah. So, I mean, that's chilling. I'm out on the deck. You know what I mean? I got Tony from Ultrasound Installations on the way to the crib to take care of.
He's on the way now, huh?
Yeah, he's on the way now. He's gonna take care of the whip and get that nice for my trip to Fort Wayne over the weekend.
There you go. Basketball starting, right?
Yep.
There you go.
And it's Father's Day weekend.
It is.
Hump Day is the start of the view towards the weekend. So we begin our Father's Day celebration tonight with a Father's Day chat.
I like it. And that is why I'm wearing my wonderful Ultimate Warrior shirt. Why? Because I'm a damn dad, and that's what I felt like wearing.
Well, I can't say nothing about it, bro.
It's right. Oh God.
You need help.
That's all right. My mom's tried, Christy's tried, Jasmine's trying. Ain't gonna work.
Yes, he said trying. That's great. I'm doing Twitter and stuff right now. That's why I'm doing things. You know, I got access to the phone now with our new stuff that I ain't gotta have all this crap up.
I see. So where shall we start, Damon? Where shall we start? We have a list of things, and I'm very, very intrigued on one of these, very much so, that I cannot wait to get to it.
All right, so here's the twist that we have today. So today starts our Father's Day episode, right? Our Father's Day celebration. So we did a little different today. We wanted to bring in a couple people that we knew that were fathers and have kids that play sports, and in various different ways they are connected with sports outside of their kids. We were trying to get a nice large group, but we kept having people fall out for other reasons. You know, life happens.
Life stuff.
Life happens when you're busy making plans.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? So, but we do got some. We got some fabulous guests with us today. One guest I've known for, the last 5 years. Really good dude. I mean, I like to really say that I call him my friend. He's a good dude like that. And then the other guest will join us in as soon as he gets back from a kids' baseball game.
Right.
He'll join in with us, and we're just going to talk a little sports, and talk about our connection with sports with our kids and things like that. But the twist is we normally do our swipe left before we get into our meat and potatoes. But what's going to happen this time is we're going to include our guests into our swipe left.
Yes, we are. I like one of the comments. Noah Esselborn, Phillip Rivers easily has the best Father's Day in the NFL. I cannot disagree with that at all.
Hey, he's got the best notified Father's Day.
Well,
we know we got some players out there that got probably as many kids as he does.
There's differences.
You got to give somebody credit who got 9 kids with 1 woman. Hey, man, you the truth.
That you do.
She's the real MVP.
Right? Ain't no way in hell after seeing it happen I would ever let my body do that. Nope.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah, that's happy Father's Day, buddy. Kind of alien did you just give birth to, woman?
Wow.
I mean, let's get real. They're not all cute and cozy and fuzzy when they come out, man. It's like, whoa.
They come
what
out
is
looking
that?
they come out looking like catfish.
I love you, but wow. And then it sprouts into this beautiful rose that we have here.
Oh, yeah, way to clean that up, buddy.
Yeah, they're all listening. All right, so do we want to bring in our first guest since he's on time?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Ladies, this is where you need your pull-down microphone, man.
Yes.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, BW Sport. Man, I pulled a Damon. BWSPORTS1 and Black and White Sports proudly present our first guest of the night, Sean Nugent. And there he is, folks. Sean, what is happening with you, sir?
Why is he acting like he's clicking buttons like he's doing business?
Hold on here. What's that say? Hello, boys. Hey, boys. There it is.
No free ads, right?
Hold on. Well, I mean,
we ain't got that big time.
Yeah. So, Sean, let the world know who you are, what you represent, and what you like to make your money on.
Wow.
Not gambling. We can talk about gambling later because I promise you I could have a whole show on that.
Wow.
You bet your ass.
Hey, I'm a jack of all trades. I want to thank you for inviting me to your new segment. Don't be a dick. Glad to be here.
Me or him?
I don't know, man. Damon
said
that's how, dick. That's how we judge people these days.
I'm going to be the ass.
I'm not a dick. Not.
Yeah, I'm not a dick. I'm an ass. There's totally different.
No, Sean Nugent, jack of all trades, realtor at large, dad, number one.
Nice.
Number one dad.
Nice. So, okay, real quick, how can people get a hold of you, contact you for buying a new home?
Wow.
Or selling an old home? Let it
buy, sell, list, questions, whatever you have, investment, land, building. Sean.Nugent at talktotucker.com. So SHAWN.Nugent at talktotucker.com, or you can find me on the Tucker website. We've got about 1,000 agents in our Tucker group. About 20% of us do about 90% of the volume. So I'm one of your top producers on the northeast side and downtown. Cover all of Indianapolis though, but I spend a lot of time wherever my friends and family are. That's who I serve.
I like it.
That's who I serve.
He's the pathway to Geist living.
Wow.
I'm the pathway to mortgaging your dreams.
Okay, you said Sean.Nugent at what?
Talktotucker.com.
Gotcha. See, I'm doing things over here. Wait for it.
We hear it.
Yeah.
We hear it clicking.
And there we go. All right. I like it. I love this setup, dude.
So let's give a little background on how Sean and I linked up.
Just look at look underneath you, Sean. Just
I look better this
you.
way.
Well, okay.
We got you on our ticker.
Yeah.
We got the ticker, the bottom line.
I love the ticker.
Just to give a little background, Sean and I met a couple years ago. He was a coach for the Sky Digs AAU club team, and my daughter was invited to play with this team. And so we jumped over, leaving Indiana Basketball Academy and going to play with Sean. And Sean invited me onto his coaching staff, which started my process into training young ladies in basketball.
Was this the picture with you in the Chiefs jersey on the sidelines? Is this when
yes.
you were? Aha.
Yes.
See, I got a memory.
Yeah, so that gives a little background from Sean and I. And we my daughter's now moved on to another club. His daughter, I think she still dabbles a little bit, but she is like the next female great golfer. I keep seeing these clips, man. Elena is doing her damn thing.
Nice.
She'll make a hell of a wife and a friend, a great mom.
So, yeah, and we've kept in touch, man, even though we don't share the sideline anymore, but we kept in touch. You know, basketball is a common denominator for a lot of friendships that a lot of us meet, especially for me. And so this is how I met Sean. And on the sneak, the guy is a sneaky rock bass drummer.
You know, I've seen the picture.
Bass guitarist.
But did you say bass drummer?
I did.
What the?
I did. I got thrown off because the squirrel just came and took a buttermilk pancake.
Sean, this is why the ass becomes a dick.
Bass drummer.
Is it even a word? That is in the dictionary. Sean, if you did not know, Damon has his own dictionary. It's called the Dictionary. Okay, he makes up words and they're in it. I swear, he showed me the book.
Bass drummer. I'm trying to figure this one out.
That's great.
All right. Hey, check this out, Sean. Before we get into our Father's Day's discussion, because we're going to try to kind of slow that down until John hops in. We have a segment that we normally do every Wednesday called Swipe Left. Kind of a little tick off of, take it or leave it, or whatever they do on whatever them dating site is when they swipe right or whatever. It's kind of take on that. Pick a couple subjects, and we either figure out if we want to talk about it or we don't, and we swipe left. Got it?
Got it.
Hit enter or swipe left.
All right. So first up, Boomer gets inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame.
Swipe left.
Don't be a dick, Sean. I'm gonna hit enter really quick.
You guys didn't give me a chance. I didn't get to study for this.
Oh no! I didn't either. Don't worry. I mean, come on.
You are renaming this segment right now to "Don't Be a Dick," right?
No, we might have a new one. Yeah. We might have just added another show.
I'll be glad to be the dick. Just call me anytime.
Oh man, I like the show already. Okay, so he is one of the top 3 mascots in the NBA history. My opinion, you have what's his name from the Bulls? What was the mascot from the Bulls back in the day? Because that was awesome. He was a Bull, obviously, but what was his name?
The hell if I know.
Dennis Rodman?
No. Not the Bull. No, we're not talking about the one.
Wait a minute. You said the most famous mascot of the Bulls.
Well,
Dennis Rodman.
Good point there.
I love Dennis. They couldn't have won without him.
I agree with that.
I don't know about top 3, man. Well, maybe.
The Bulls, the Phoenix Suns, Gorilla, because he was awesome.
He's
and
number 1.
Boomer, man. Boomer.
Yeah, I guess. I don't even know any other mascots for that do anything for NBA. So if you say number 3 in NBA, okay, I'll give you that. If you say a mascot history, nah. He's like maybe 8.
Nah, anyway. Who's your top 3? Who's your top 3?
Me, I don't have a top 3 because I can only think of one mascot in NBA.
Who?
And it's the Phoenix Gorilla.
Badass dude.
I mean, doesn't the Milwaukee Bucks have like a deer or something?
Benny the Bull. Thank you, Brian O'Brien.
Benny
the Bull in the building. Sean, just to let you know, Brian O'Brien is our buddy from Down Under. So it's like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning. He's probably getting up out of bed, taking a shit, and that's when he joins us.
Hey, I tried to hit Brian O'Brien on Instant Messenger. I wasn't going to invite Brian O'Brien on.
I know. I asked him, did you see? He said yes, he is a dad. So, hey, you know.
What about Lucky the Leprechaun? You guys remember that guy? Is he still the Celtics?
I didn't even know the Celtics.
He's on the box of Lucky Charms.
Actually, it could be any Celtics fan under the height of 4'11".
That'd be all of them. All right, I'm going to swipe left on Boomer, man. Boomer's not kicking it. No, he's in Florida. He's from Florida. I just
read that too. Man, why the hell did y'all tell us? You told us you was from Australia once.
I thought he was from Australia too.
I went what Damon said. Next time.
No, we're not going to go off me.
Anyway. All right.
Anyway, next. Multiple Cowboys and Texans test positive for COVID-19. Among them, Zeke Elliott.
Sean.
Enter.
He's hitting enter.
Enter. I don't care. I don't care how many Cowboys
I'm hitting enter. I'm hitting enter.
I don't care how many Cowboys have COVID. No, I'm just playing. No,
you're not.
This was kind of tricky because Texas was one of those states that bloomed late with the COVID crisis, and it was one of the states that opened early. And I looked at a couple maps over the last day or two, and Texas is one of the states that's surging. Mm-hmm. Like I think 2 days ago, they had almost 3,000 new cases. So my question is, if you're increasing the number of cases, why are you still allowing these players to assemble in these groups with an uncontrolled environment? If you're increasing, why don't you decrease the level of mobility throughout your state?
Okay. Sean, what's your take on this?
I didn't even know there was a team called the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowgirls. The Cowgirls.
Oh, shit. I like you. I like your dickishness.
Listen, man. I know the Steelers. Everybody knows the Pats.
Are you a Steelers fan? Are you a fucking Steelers fan?
No.
Oh, wow.
This year and only this year, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
I just gained a migraine.
I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let it roll because he has so many other good. He has so many other good qualities. I think
his football team is one of them. Got it.
Don't be a dick, guys.
All right. So what do you got on this, Dan? Because I think this is
the one that I was intrigued with.
Okay, let's go.
Here's what I want to know, honestly. And
Jerry Jones is an asshole.
Doesn't really care. It doesn't really matter if it's Cowboys, Texans, whatever team it is. I understand the HIPAA laws do not imply to injuries with professional athletes. However, I want to know, and I tried to get in touch with some lawyers that knew about professional athletes and HIPAA and all that. I want to know how it's not a HIPAA violation, like Zeke said, about testing positive for COVID. I mean, how is it not a HIPAA violation? It's not an injury. You're not in the season. I don't get it.
Probably precedent.
Because of who they are.
How many guys go play and somebody says, you're hearing an announcer say, "Oh, well, so and so's got the flu tonight," or they're on a hydration program because they have the flu.
Oh, Brian O'Brien, don't make me think that I'm disagreeing with you. Zeke and the whole Cowboys team are bitches. Let's get that out. But fly, Eagles, fly. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I'm just going to say precedent. I mean, there's an element of this that, where there's precedent. So, it's been I think it's been easily shared amongst broadcasters, reporters, fans, et cetera, whenever anyone had the flu and was out. So I'm not saying that COVID is the flu, but I'm saying that the behavior of it. I'm sure the leagues are all going to change their tune. Their lawyers are going to probably change their tune on this over time. But we all knew when somebody had the flu, and everybody knew when Magic Johnson got the HIV.
And I agree. I just don't understand how certain things. I mean, if you, Damon, myself, whoever told somebody something that we knew on a medical record and it got out, we could get sued.
Correct.
Heartbeat.
But yeah, what's the difference of that? And they have a thigh contusion.
Well, see, and they are the laws or the whatever says the NFL bylaws or whatever say that injuries are not against HIPAA violations when you're a professional athlete, because it probably honestly has something to do with gambling and money. Let's be honest.
Everything.
But
always.
Right. But this is a medical condition that is not an injury per se. It is, and I agree with you. I see where your point is, Sean. I'm baffled on how the differences are.
Well, I'm amazed that he was educated enough to know what the hell he was talking about. He did go to OSU. I mean,
stereotyping Ohio State players, huh?
Definitely. We have astronauts. I don't know what they have over there.
Trophies and banners.
You know what? We have trophies and banners
too. He's a Buckeye fan too?
No.
We have trophies and banners too.
Who's your team?
My team has very limited trophies and banners located in Bloomington, Indiana.
He's IU. All right, so let's move on to a little baseball talk. No, it's not baseball. What?
This perfect timing. Because our second guest is
not baseball.
Finally waiting in the weight room. He is in the he is in the Legends Barber Shop. I like it. He's in the Legends Barber Shop lobby. So, without further ado, let's give him the same thing. Yes. What?
Patrick said they give up HIPAA rights. Brian says, could you imagine the NFL probably have HB? So you can imagine how many the NFL probably have HBV.
Can you read?
I will fight you next. Just bring John on.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, BWSPORTS1 and Black and White Sports proudly present Mr. John Wayne Buzzer.
What's up, fellas?
Finally here.
Stress is a medical symptom, just like flu. Okay.
What's happening?
No, I apologize.
Buzzard.
Eli's team, I think, is still scoring against Lapel. They just wouldn't stop hitting the ball.
Man.
Don't they have mercy rule in baseball?
Oh, they do. They were up 10 and then gave up a couple. And
they did that on purpose just to keep playing because they've been out for so long.
I know. Yeah, they won both today, and there's nothing better than getting back outside and sitting and watching your kids play.
Awesome. So we'll get to that. Let me bring you up to speed. We're going over our swipe left, and then we're going to get into our Father's Day chit chat. So now we're going into New York governor says that the U.S. Open for tennis championship will be held as scheduled August 13th through September 13th. August 31st through September 13th. Sean?
I guess the fans are those are probably the fans that got the vaccination before any of us knew about it. So I guess they can have it.
I like it. Tennis fans are rich. Swipe right, they're fine.
Swipe right. Which way is
swipe
right?
left. Swipe left.
So you come in late and then you call it the wrong thing. Damn it,
That's
John.
bad, right? I just know Mara swiped right on me on Bumble, so I'm good.
Hold on. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. Right underneath you. What does it say? What does that say? God.
It says swipe left.
Okay.
I'll get it together.
So wipe left.
Me, I thought that tennis would have been one of those sports that would have come back a while ago, because that and golf being two sports that you can really isolate. You know, with golf, you take away the 100,000 patrons that's walking through, and it's just like a normal Saturday morning, tee off. You see, about 8 people every 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So, and then tennis is the same way. You have the net in between. You have a good 30 feet in between you. And if you look at it, tennis players really don't have a lot of contact with each other. They don't touch the same balls because they change balls.
Use the racket.
You know what I mean? They don't touch the same balls because they change balls every service. Every service game. So there's no contact there. They don't share tennis rackets. You know what I mean? You don't have to go meet at the net or anything. So you take the fans out. I don't understand why tennis wasn't playing before.
No, I agree. So Tour de France, we're on the same page with that because it's a biking race. And this was right there in the middle of it. Why couldn't people be on bikes? And then you have all the focus on you riding down a mountain. I think you're fine. I think the COVID would fly right over your helmet anyway.
Did you just bring up bike racing?
Yeah, we were talking. Tour de France was the first one that was. I was like, okay, if your sport is awful to watch anyway, so throw it on there when nobody else would watch unless it's just you. So throw it on there.
He still hasn't seen it.
Oh, what a plug!
Yes.
What about tournament bass fishing? Come on.
Again, another one. You have no contact. You and the fish. What, you going to affect the whole ocean?
Lawnmower racing.
I'm down with that.
I'm down with lawnmower racing.
Yeah.
That's a Huntington County thing right there.
What?
All right, Dan, what do you got on tennis?
Swipe left. Next.
Swipe left. All right, last of the swipe left. Well, the WNBA, obviously, it has something that the other leagues don't have, like Major League Soccer and NHL. They've all seemed to got this figured out with contracts and games and all that. So they've decided on a 22-game season with a playoff, and the players will get their full salary of 36 games, and 77% of the players voted to return.
Sean, we'll start with you.
There you go.
I want to make sure I fit in.
Now, wait a minute here.
See, this is why we take.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah,
what are you trying to say there?
I want to belong for the moment. You play the part.
I'm still loving it. Folks, if you have not noticed here, let me do this. If you haven't noticed, folks, I just want you to look behind Sean, okay? Don't move your head. Yep, right there. That is George Jetson, folks. God love it.
Oh, Lord.
It's like you got a propeller hat on.
All right.
I love it.
All right, Sean, so what's your
back to serious stuff.
When was that?
Oh, Well,
So what's your take on the ladies playing the WNBA starting up?
You know what, guys? And Damon, I think you can attest to this. Basketball's been my passion all my life. I've had a lot of really cool passions, but I still think your best athletes play basketball. I want to see basketball played. I really do. But, I'm not much of a virus guy, but I tell you, if you're going to move that virus around, there's probably no sport that you can play besides maybe wrestling. So wrestling and basketball is wrestling standing up, transfer of body fluids. We could get into the science of all that. There's still a lot of stuff they don't know. Man, I think basketball just needs to go away for a year. And I know money drives this thing. I know they contest. I think there's lots of opportunity, but I just don't like the risk associated with basketball going live. I think it's a bad move on all levels. Right. That's hard to swallow.
Probably it is for all of us right here. I mean, we're all four dads of kids in basketball, especially. I mean, all four of us have at least one child in basketball, so it is definitely hard to swallow.
And listen, guys, this is coming from a guy that hasn't stopped shaking hands. I'm face to face with people every day. I've not worn a mask other than when I've had to for work or legal reasons. I'm not discounting. I don't say the virus isn't real. I think it's real, but I really have been living a normal life since all of this went on. But when I look at basketball, and I've coached it. I coached it for 15 years. Love it. Pains me to. Not having the NCAA tournament this year was that was eye opening. Yeah, but I really think we need to lay off. We just need to lay off. It's just I just think it's the smart play, smart money.
John, what do you think?
I agree. I don't think there's as a condensed sport as basketball. I know I was pretty pissed when they were canceling all those games, and if you can take yourself back and go back to March Madness, how weird was it when March Madness was canceled? And would you ever have fathomed that would have been done? And I think they hit the nail on the head when they did that, because I just know that, we had some tragedies here in Indiana with that spreading through the high school at the sectionals, and they stopped those. And that's our bread and butter as Hoosiers. But I think they do need to hold off. And I'm kind of the same on, you just start it when the season begins, like with baseball. You start it in the spring, you get into the summer. If you don't start it now, skip it. Basketball, I know the girls is a summer sport as far as with the WNBA. But I just think it's too early condensing people, and you can't really social distance. You got to sit every, 4 seats, and how are you going to space stuff out? They might be able to do it if they test people as far as going into the games, but I think it spreads so frequently that if one person gets it, then you're just not going to play. So anyway, that's my take. Basically the same thing, just add a little bit to it.
Damon. I want to hear your thing, especially when you're getting ready to finally start back up this weekend.
I kind of got a different view on it. Not too different, because I am concerned about the health safety of it. I do think that they're in a better place now than they were, 4.5 months ago, or 3.5 months ago, 4 months ago, back in March. I think they're in a better place where they can, kind of have a better hold on it, and safety features place where they can give them the best opportunity. When it comes down to our kids, I think it could be a little bit more, give it a little bit more, but from the things that I've seen that come through, they are being very, very, very cautious about it. They are tournaments, like we were saying, my daughter is playing in a tournament this weekend, a one-day tournament. But, they've condensed it down to, there might only be maybe 70 people in the gym.
Mhm.
It's one parent. The teams have been cut down. They've done all kind of things, but that's for the kids. But when you come to the professionals, I look at it, this is a job. This is their job. And these young ladies don't make the same amount of money as the guys do. So the guys, the guys can sit, a couple extra months, when your base salary is, $850,000. You got a little time where you can sit. Their base salary is like $75,000. These ladies don't make that much, and they got to eat. They got to feed. If most of these places are entering phase 4 where they're allowing people to go back to work, it's a job. Yeah, it's a sport, but it's still a job. They still feed families. They still take care of communities. They still take care of neighborhoods. So I'm kind of, if they don't play, I'm cool. If they do play, I'm cool.
Those are great points, Damon. I mean, the economic piece is super sensitive for most Americans. Really, no matter what your income level is, people tend to push things thin, and those dollars mean a lot. So that's a really valid point. Really valid point.
I like it. I mean, I don't have really much anything else to add from what you guys have already said. It's of course I want to see everybody back to normal. Of course I want to see kids being kids, especially in the summer, man. I would go to the park at 8 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't leave until, it got dark and they didn't have the lights on at the park at that time, So then you went home and then you played in the driveway till about 11 o'clock or when your mom came out yelling at you because she's trying to go to bed.
Bro, that had been for 20 years. These kids don't go outside.
Yeah, no, they like to be. That's the reason they don't. A lot of people are not playing football because it's not a climatized sport, right, Damon?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You goddamn right.
What would be awesome with the WNBA? What if they started and opened the season and played at like Rucker or like some famous outdoor parks?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I mean, everybody's down at Disney World right now. God forbid we throw another league down there.
I mean, if you put it outside because we're worried about it's mostly about the condensed in an arena with a lot of fans.
Yep.
Throw it outside. Imagine the viewership. So hockey plays outside once a year, and that's the most watched game. Throw it out at Rucker.
Hey, I got to tell you, with this C-19 deal, the outdoor activities are unbelievable. I don't know if you all have tried to buy a bicycle, for example. You can't try to buy a bicycle right now and see how that works. So I played more pickup ball this year with my kids than I ever have. I wonder how much pickup ball's happening. But, maybe this is time to return the Gus Smacker. I mean, like full-time Gus Smacker and run the cameras 3-on-3 on the concrete. Everybody's getting shin splints. Let's go. You want to be a pro? Show me the knots under your knees.
I played my last Macker last summer, and I only played so I could say Mac and I played at a Macker. That is it. I am done. I'm retired. I am.
So which means he took the ball out one time and said, "I played."
I think what you played in is called. I think what you played in, Coach, was called the Gus Smacker because we heard your back landing on the asphalt.
Ooh, I love it when the guests come in like a bus.
See, I would have to agree only if I can jump.
You don't have to jump.
I don't jump no more, so I can't fall if you don't move.
Good point.
All right, so that takes care of swipe left. All right, so now we're going to get into our Father's Day talk. So basically what we got is we're going to go over a couple things that, best describes Father's Day as it relates to sports. This part of our show is brought to you by Legends Barber Shop. Dan will have that thing going up across the bottom of the screen here in a little bit.
I will, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on here.
So, you seen it coming. It's right there on the notes.
Yeah.
There
we go.
All right, so
I'm new to this section, man. I'm new to this thing. I'm getting used to this new our new streaming deal. I like it. I'm just not used to it.
The sound is really good.
Whatever you say, Bobby.
How's the light?
I always have some orange or gray tint or something. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. I just know I got John Wayne behind me.
I was going to say, you got John Wayne behind you. Watch out.
He's protecting me.
You pilgrim.
Oh, Lord.
So Damon doesn't make fun of me too much.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
All right. So, all right, here we go. First thing, what is the best foods to cook for Father's Day? John looks like Casper.
I know. It's my natural
John,
glow.
We'll go to you first, John.
The best thing I've ever gotten for Father's Day, I got a breakfast that was set out on a paper plate that consisted of like 2 Nutri-Grain bars and like sprinkles of cereal and like bananas that set out overnight. And it had a paper towel on it that said, "Don't touch this until the morning."
How'd that work?
I did not touch it, I don't think, the whole entire day. But it was, I think anything that the kids somehow make is my favorite, even if it's heating up hot dogs or something like that. I'd always want a steak dinner or something like that. But anything that shows their love and that they make for you, and the little notes that you get, because as dads, we know we don't do everything right and we're pretty tough on ourselves. So them showing that love on that day makes all those mistakes kind of go away for a little bit.
Damn. What kids he got? My kids ain't never made me no damn breakfast.
You trained them well.
Nutri-Grain bars is my ridiculous answer. Just set out those.
All right, Sean.
Your kids are intimidated, Damon. You're like the gourmet chef, so
no doubt.
They're not going to lift. They're not going to try. No, that does not work out well.
I'd have
All right, so what's your memory, Sean?
Memories for breakfast or memories for Father's Day?
Yeah. Best food.
Best food. I think it's probably the time my son he's probably about 10. I think he tried to grill a nice piece of meat.
Tried, huh?
Again, I go back to Sentiment John. I mean, anything that they do that they try on their own is wow. Just it's unbelievable. It's not about the food. It's about the effort, the experience.
But did the effort allow you to eat it?
Probably.
It was one of these, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was the 3 cider boys that went with each, with the bites. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Wash it down really quick.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Not about that.
There you go.
Did you guys ever cook? You guys ever cook for your dads when it was Father's Day?
Sometimes nowadays my brother and myself we'll go over there for dinner, and we will be cooking dinner on the grill for everybody. It's kind of like we do on Mother's Day for all the women.
Right on.
So, yeah. Now, when I was younger, probably not.
No, my mom did. My mom did all that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. My mom did everything.
Yeah, mom did. My dad was go ahead. Sorry. No, I was just saying my dad, he was a journeyman lineman and he farmed. So right now you're finishing up planting season. So he usually worked all day and then he's home at 9 and then that's where mom cooks him dinner and he eats and goes to bed. So, it was just a little bit different working that much.
I'm digging these comments that our fans are giving us right now.
I'm laying in my own casket.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Best food, man, for me would have to take me back to, those summers back, when my pop was still alive and my mom was barbecuing. My buddies would come through because they knew my mom was queuing. So, and it was just a little time that I could see him get to do a little extra lounging. So that was always good, you know. So I liked it. The barbecue liked it.
Wow. Liked it, Dick.
I was always a fan of the barbecues.
Always. All right.
All right.
Next.
So, okay. Now this was a good one. Okay. Why is it that on Mother's Day we have to do what the mothers want done, and then turn right around on Father's Day and have to do what the mothers want to do for us? So we still don't get to do what we want.
Because let me start this one off. Because we love our wives and our mothers so much that it doesn't matter what they get for us ever. What matters is their happiness and them being a part of our life.
So your wife is right next to you.
She's probably hearing me, but I don't know if she's paying attention.
I think it's all the guilt coming out of not doing that much for the whole year, and I'm going to pack it all into one day, and you get whatever you want. So I'll spoil it, and then I'll take 364 days off.
There you go.
I don't know about you all. I've been married for 25 years, and I know exactly who the boss is.
You, right?
I mean, knowing who the boss is doesn't change that on Father's Day, I would really like to sit out on my deck in my underwear.
Note to self:
but the
don't
boss
go to Damon's house on Father's Day.
Oh man, no, I don't. She's not going to let you sit around in your underwear on Father's Day.
I don't know. No, I can't this year because I'll be in the gym in Fort Wayne.
You gonna be at Spiece?
I don't know where the hell we're playing at. Most likely.
Well, since there's only going to be 70 of you in the gym, you probably could get away with it with social distancing. So we want pictures.
Proof
well, yeah, I will post and I'll go. Well, oh no. I'll be in Fort Wayne County Jail.
All right, so hold on. I got to point this comment out.
That's a good one.
One year I was going to get Dad tickets to Talladega race, and she said, "Don't," which is Mom. This is my brother, by the way. "Don't spend the money." And she bought them and took him herself. Stole the best gift he ever had.
Oh, yes. Point for Mom. And Sean, what have we learned from this lesson? Do not tell Mother your Father's Day gift.
He didn't say Speedo. He said Spiece.
Whitey Whiteys.
I don't even buy my 9-year-old Tidy Whiteys.
No.
That'd be
Do
great.
they even make them? Do they make Tidy Whiteys still?
I have the slightest idea.
I don't know. Sounds
Somebody's
like
gonna get some for Father's Day.
Yeah. Somebody's getting some for Father's Day and some socks. All right, David.
All right. Okay. Next up.
Let's get back to the more important stuff here, folks.
Yeah, this is important. This all leads into our bantering conversation about absolutely nothing for our kickoff Father's Day weekend.
Exactly.
All right. What was your favorite Father's Day gift, Sean?
Oh boy. Favorite?
Yes.
Or most memorable.
Either or.
Wow. Yeah, I'd have to say my favorite is always something to do with that 4-letter word.
Oh, wow.
Golf.
I knew where you were going with that because I hate trying to go play golf on Father's Day because you can barely breathe on the course. But I will just say, I have a driver now. I am getting better.
Okay.
Don't everybody jump at once. Fuck you too. Jesus.
Yay.
That's something. Jeez. Right. But Nitley.
Are we still in the don't be a dick segment?
I think we just named the whole show "Don't Be a Dick Father's Day."
John, what's the best gift you think?
What's your?
Their cards are always hilarious. Leah's a pretty good artist, so she's 9, and she's just a comedian, so her cards are always good. Indians tickets one year was awesome, and my son promised to hit 1 year as far as in baseball.
I was gonna say, hit a what here? How old is your son? God, jeez, come on, man. What are you teaching them up in the Noblesville?
Not that far.
Jesus.
Just the baseball.
Just
a baseball hit.
Is that it?
Dan.
That's it. So, but no, the cards are always awesome.
They
so
are.
I like those.
I'm not a card guy either. I'm really not. I don't give cards. I really don't, because I see where they go, and it's like, that's just one more thing I got to pick up later. So why even get anybody a card? What, Damon? What?
I feel you on that, bro.
I mean, I see where they're going. It's like, why am I going to get you a card? You're going to read it.
I still buy the best dollar cards ever.
So here's a little. If her or my cousin is listening, which I doubt it. So we have a family member named Maureen. Sean, you know what I'm going at. She, under the bed, has a tote full of cards, okay? Birthday cards, probably condolence cards, graduation cards, everything. I mean, she pulls a card out for anything, and it's like, why? Where do you go? Why do you go card shopping once every 5 years?
79 cents, baby.
Yeah, okay, I'd rather spend 79 cents than $790.
Yeah, go to the fair, buddy. Well, we can't this year because you go to the fair and you get a whole box of Christmas cards.
Hey, homemade is free.
Yes, it is.
What'd you say was?
Homemade is free.
Well, that's true, but you still got to buy the paper. It's not free. You still got to buy the paper. You got to use the ink. You got to use this. Come on now.
Hey, I borrow mine from the bank copier machine. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm that cheap guy. Feeling office supplies.
Hey man, it's business expenses.
It is. It really is. I put in that extra effort.
Sorry, couldn't get the Cubs tickets I was hoping to.
Oh,
I hope you never, ever buy Cubs tickets in your life.
Well,
Eli was up early watching Baez home runs this morning, getting ready for baseball, trying to watch a real hitter.
Why is he watching anybody from the Cubs?
Oh, this could go on for days.
Oh, it could
go on for days.
Hey, speaking of Father's Day.
I thought you were really going somewhere with that.
I did.
Well, I was starting to listen.
I was.
I paused.
I was. With cards. You guys ever get letters in the cards?
Yeah.
Kids, I don't know how old your kids are, but have they started that letter?
Look, she made her weekly trip up the stairs to bring my shot. God love her.
Nice.
I know. This is my Father's Day gift. I get it every Wednesday night at about 8:20 to 8:25.
Oh my God! Are you kissing ass so much right now? I'm calling you out. It's Father's Day. You can still get away with it.
No, I can't. Where is this going here, Damon? Jeez.
Nowhere. I think my favorite gift that I got this year. Because we did ours last week because, the little one's in Florida, his brother's getting married, and Max got the games. So we did it last weekend. The kids got together and they got me a car wash set. So they got me the wax, the wash, like 4 tire shines.
You know what that's saying,
windows,
right?
The indoor, clean your fucking car.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, Dad. Why'd you let it get this bad?
And they gave me all the stuff, the towels. So that's pretty cool. I was really appreciated because they know how much I like to, spend money on washing the car. And so instead of them, getting the $70 unlimited for 3 months. They say, you know what? Why don't we just buy him the kid? He can do it in the garage and lose some weight.
Damon looks like an Italian.
Did you get any Pam?
I did not
Wait a
get
minute.
any
Whoa!
Pam.
Don't yell out his mistress's name.
No. I'm stay on material, Pam.
I
I didn't need Pam.
I think I know your wife, man. I don't think you don't need a mistress.
Nah, my mistress days is over with. I'm too old. I'm too tired.
Right.
I'm too fat.
Too bald.
You know what I mean? And I like living because she'll cut me.
It's true.
She'll cut me.
Middle name Lorena.
I've seen her mad. I just don't think I've ever seen her that mad.
Yeah, that's like mad.
That's mad.
I mean, I touched one of the dogs, and then I have to think Lorena. You know what I mean? Cheat, I might be in the backyard for 10 years. I don't know.
But yeah, dog, by golly, you're a done dude.
You got a nice backyard. She might bury you back there.
Hey, that deal, bro. You see how Michael Victor just went right off her favorite persons list? Gone. You know what I mean? The man can't do nothing to get her love back. Zero.
Nope. Yeah, he's done deal.
Dogs are people too.
Okay. Let's see. What is the best, worst sport your kid has played?
Band.
The best, worst.
Bass drummer. John, do you know what the hell a bass drummer is? You weren't here for that part. Do you know what a bass drummer is?
Yeah, he's in a band.
Ah!
I got two idiots on here. Sean, I'm glad we're the smart ones. John, hold on. John, are you being serious with that answer?
Yes.
Yes, because you got the guy who runs around with the big ass drum in Purdue, and
that's right.
Boom, he's the bass drummer. Suck it, Dan.
Actually, he's the mechanical engineering flunky.
There you go. That's more like it right there.
That's the dude that has to play the bass drum.
See, it's funny though. You got a Notre Dame guy here, a Michigan guy there, a Purdue guy right there. I'm trying to get my fingers right. Yep. And an IU guy right there.
Don't judge me.
Don't be a dick. Best and worst sports kids played.
Wow. I've got a college softball athlete, and I would tell you that softball has been both the greatest and probably the worst sport out of all three of my kids, what they've played.
Most expensive?
No, not the most expensive.
That'd be golf.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff but we actually had a discussion. She started playing competitive travel at about 9.5, and she was probably 10.5 at the time. And we watched a fight break out. Opposing coaches drug the umpires into the dugout. Fight ensued. Their girls circled around the circle, which is what you call the pitching area in softball. Continued to cry their eyes out as this broke out, and I ensued to get involved when it finally was broken up. But we literally came home that night. She was, on her way to, she's a pretty good athlete, could have done whatever she wanted, but we had this serious discussion. I said, I don't know that we need to be in this environment. No offense to any of the softball fans watching this. I mean, I'm sure there's some great people, but you talk about over the top parents. I mean, we've been involved in multiple sports, and and Damon, you got a good feel for basketball. I mean, you've seen it from the women's side quite a bit here recently, but the boys side can be pretty extreme. I mean, it is not for the faint of heart. Those are the best athletes in the country, most competitive parents in the country. It's a fabulous environment from that perspective, but they've got nothing on softball parents. I mean, zilch, nothing. But that sport's also been rewarding. We've learned to love it. We weren't, I had a father that played some minor league stuff, played in college, and an uncle that followed that path as well, and several other college baseball athletes. But softball was new to our family, but we've learned to love it. We actually think it's a better sport than baseball. Now, once we got to the higher level, and all the parents that really didn't have kids that were athletes, and all the screamers and yellers went away, about 14U, then it became much more fun. But it was a very trying sport for a level-headed parent trying to raise good kids.
Mr. Buzzer.
Well, I'd have to agree on the basketball is not the best or the worst, but there's nothing that's worse than screamers in basketball. It drives me.
Preach on, brother. Preach on.
But I think, sorry, I'm having some on my computer here. But if you have people that just don't know the sport at all, and it drives me absolutely insane, and everybody's just yelling at once at their kid to do different things. So that would be the worst thing about basketball. But baseball in its own is the best and the worst. So you have the worst, as in when they first start getting into kids pitch and nobody can hit the strike zone, and it's just a walk fest. So you just sit there and watch and watch and watch and watch. But the best, though, is when they get into that 11, 12-year-old deal where that's when they do the Little League World Series and all that kind of stuff. It's before junior high, before high school, where it's still it's still a kid's game, but they're just starting to figure out how to play a nice, clean game. So you kind of get that replication of that College World Series level where you're seeing their talents really come out. So baseball is the same. It's the worst when they first introduce kids pitch, and then when they figure it out, it is absolutely amazing. And the best part, it's a little bit quieter. You still get people that are talking smack the whole game or whatever, but it's a little bit more limited. The kids are far enough away where they can't hear you anyway. So those are my best and worst.
All right.
How about you guys?
My best and worst was coaching.
Coaching what?
I coached basketball for elementary for both boys and girls team. We started the program over there at Irvington Elementary 2 years ago. And I love coaching. I love the kids. I love 98.4% of the parents. Put that
what was that statistic again, Dan?
98.4.
98.4. All right.
So that 1.6%, it's like shut the front door, dude.
Dan, I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
So out of all the types of basketball parents, and there are types of basketball parents. You've got your hovers. You've got your I need to talk to you real quick after the game because why wasn't Jimmy in the whole entire game? You've got the ones that just drop them off at practice and just leave, never watch a practice, and then they wonder why you're not playing more zone. Which one is your worst? Which one is your worst type of parent to deal with?
Well, let me start off by saying I didn't teach my kids zone at all because I think it's a lazy man's defense in elementary, but that's my opinion. It's nobody else's.
The crowd goes wild.
I like it. I would honestly have to say the ones that drop off, never want to see anything happen, but want to. And the worst, honestly, are the ones that drop off, use it as a babysitting class, and even the games use it as babysitting for an hour. The second to least, in my opinion, are the ones who drop off, say nothing. They don't. I mean, if you know the coach. You know how he's, if you were with me for both seasons and you're coming back the second season, you know how I coach. You know me. I know you. drop them off, come back is fine. If you don't know how I coach and you don't know what goes on in practice, don't drop them off and then come to the games and like, well, why aren't you playing? Or come to me. Don't dare come to me between warm-ups and the talk after the game and say shit to me, because that is my time with your child.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
It's
The ass has spoken, and I will be a dick on that.
Oh, that's
So
great.
I guess maybe the question might be, who are the best kind of, since it's Father's Day, who are the best kind of parents? Who are the best kind of parents to have on your team?
Me, I kind of like the parents that know the game but allow you to coach the game. You know what I mean? Because you see I know we all spoke about it, and I've seen it on both sides, being on the bench side, being on the fan side. You have, especially in basketball, you have those parents that just love to yell out shit that has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on in the game.
And that's different than watching a fight and listening to say somebody's yelling armbar, and the dude's got his neck. Shut up.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rebound. You know, just yelling out stuff that you hear other people say.
Right.
You have no idea. Shut the fuck up. Go back to playing your goddamn domino game on your phone.
Right.
No, I think.
I was just going to say there's two phrases that are really, I think, they're just fucking wrong when it comes to basketball and watching your kid on the sideline.
He's finally opened up to us, huh? He dropped the F-bomb on our show. It's okay. We gave you permission.
I didn't say it first. So, two phrases. The first one is shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot. And the second one is, of course, the kid missed the shot. Follow your shot. Yeah. Those are the two phrases for any parents watching that have kids playing basketball. Don't yell either of those things at your kid, because all you're basically saying, you might as well walk around with a shirt that just says, I don't know shit about basketball and I'm fucking stupid.
I love it.
Shoot it.
Yeah, shoot it. I love it.
Right,
yeah.
Now
stand on the baseline and yell that.
I will yell, shoot it. I will, like, God damn it, shoot the ball.
That's because your kid should be shooting. There's a difference.
So it's like, shit, man.
The other 99 kids shouldn't. They need to pass.
Mara's got a pretty funny point.
The ones that
text
on the sidelines, yeah.
I would get text messages.
I don't even pay attention to my phone during the game or practice. My phone's over there somewhere. It's not in my hands.
The ones that text you 2 pages worth of crap from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's crazy. I don't know. I say my best worst sport that the kids play. The best one is going to throw you guys off because you're going to think it's going to be basketball, but it's not.
Rugby?
The best sport that I think they played, two of them. Jay was the ultimate frisbee when he was doing that. That was pretty cool because it was different and it was cool and it was new and I liked it and he was good at it. That was good. And then for Mac,
Martinez,
it was rugby, man.
Yeah.
When she played rugby for those 3 months, that was like, wow.
Closest thing you'll see Mackenzie playing to football was rugby.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you. And she had never played rugby before. She played because I think she was playing with Hogstad's daughters, like one of her best friends now. She got on the rugby team just for kicks, shits, and giggles when we were coaching. Man, the girl came around the corner and she dropped them hips and hit this girl. I was like, whoa.
Uncle Dan taught her that.
Like, you don't even like football. Where'd you learn that from? You know what I mean? So, that was good. And the worst, man, is fucking swimming, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Swimming
God!
or
Wait a
diving?
minute. What's wrong with swimming?
Swimming
No.
or diving?
Have you been to a swim meet?
Swimming
Yeah.
or diving?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie swam. She did 3 events, and we were there for 8 hours to watch her swim 3 events for 30 seconds.
But
I
why is
smelled
it-
like chlorine for 3 days.
Why is it bad? I'm trying to hear it.
Hey, bro. I don't want to sit in that chlorine. It's the most concentrated smell of chlorine. It's worse than the Indianapolis public school pools. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, you're just afraid to end up looking like Mike.
Hey, I can swim. I broke that stereotype, buddy. I can swim.
You'll end up looking like Michael Jackson. That's what you're afraid of.
I thought you were going to say Sammy Sosa.
Ooh.
I missed on Sammy. I haven't seen Sammy since.
I'm not going to watch the 30 for 30 because I'm not going to watch a bunch of fucking cheaters on TV. But why? Look at the picture.
I would allow you to Google him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see. We want to catch his facial reaction when he sees this picture.
Oh,
awesome.
man.
So I want to go
It's
watch
like-
Sammy Sosa 2019.
2020.
Yeah, 2020.
It's Sammy Sosa. It's
probably the
phenomenon.
first picture that shows up. I think it's a Clorox bleach commercial.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what his skin color looked like. You remember White Girls with the Marlon
Yes!
Wayans?
Yes. You nailed it, Damon.
That's Desi Arnaz. Hey man, I Love Lucy.
Oh, wow. Oh man.
Seriously, this is not,
I mean, look at the next picture on Google. It's probably the same thing.
I think if you walked around with a garlic necklace, he would start running because he looks like a vampire.
Lestat's
man.
Mexican cousin.
Isn't that a phenomenon? It's ridiculous.
Man.
I don't know. I don't know what. Hey, bro.
What he do, man?
I have no idea.
Have you guys?
I don't know
You guys spent like I've been in the dark. You guys probably spent a whole show on this.
Oh, we could.
I don't know if he's got the Villalago, but that normally is spots. You don't just like take your whole complexion and just
There's the
transition.
You know, in the 90s, you was Dominican.
In the
2000s,
on
you
the
were
left,
Argentinian.
On the left, we have steroid Sammy.
Yeah.
In the middle,
Dominican.
Yeah. In the middle, we have Dancing with the Stars Sammy.
Which that would be Argentinian or Brazilian.
On the right, we have
Transylvanian.
I don't know who the fuck that is, Sammy.
It's Transylvanian Sammy.
Is that Vince Vaughn?
That's Grandpa. That's Grandpa Mustard in color.
Yeah, that's Uncle Fester with hair.
He's just missing the little V come down.
Hey, man, we can sit here and keep clouding Sammy, man.
I have been enlightened.
Literally.
Nice work.
Shit.
I've been enlightened. I mean, Sammy's been enlightened, but I've been educated today, I guess.
There you go.
Oh, hey, man. On that note, that might just have to do it, Dan.
Yep. I think we're good, man. Hey, I'll tell you what. Since Mr. Buzzard was late to the party, let's get. No, I'm just giving you shit. I know you were with your kids. I understand. I'm just giving you shit. I want to bring you on. You have the mic. You have the stage. John, our wonderful partner. Tell them who you are. What do you do? Where you come from, and why Black and White Sports is your favorite sports show?
Ooh, the last one was the easiest one. So what you guys are really, really good at is you are not lazy with the topics. So you don't just pick what's trending or what's anything. It's truly what's on your mind, but the banter back and forth is what's absolutely hilarious. So, if you would pick a talk show to watch, even if it's on a national level, I think you guys would do really well, but it's just not lazy. You guys put a lot of time and effort into it, and you don't just say or talk about what you think people want to hear. And then the dynamic between you two, as far as arguing like you're, natural born brothers, is pretty hilarious.
Can you not tell the resemblance?
It's close. But
he'll have to Sammy Sosify himself.
Yeah. But sports, what's weird about the talk shows is sports is not meant to be incendiary and debated like how it is. It's you guys can debate. Sports is meant to, my favorite thing about sports is I've met people that I've never would have came across in normal life and learned a lot about each other. So just kind of real quick level in the world with lack of diversity and lack of understanding each other, you guys have hit the nail on the head with that. And it's just really neat to see. And it's been fun watching you guys as you guys have developed. So I just appreciate your show, and you give us something really good to listen to on Wednesdays. As far as who I am, it's pretty easy. I've done banking for a long time. So I do a lot of business loans now. So small business lending is kind of my go-to thing right now. So I cover the 13 first financial banks. I do loans as small as $5,000 as far as for a business credit card, all the way up to however much you need. Home equities, help hook you up as far as with those. Do a ton of mortgages, stuff like that, but just anything with a dollar sign attached to it. But what I really, really like to do in banking is just listen to kind of what you need done and be able to translate that to how you would understand, because you've not been in banking for 15 years. So put it into easy terms and attach it to a goal, kind of like in sports. You come to me, even if we can't get anything done, you at least have a game plan to get it done in the future. Is my favorite thing to do, and it's never a waste of time.
So would you say you're more of a coach in the banking?
There you go, financial coach. You just wrapped up my one word. Good job.
Hey, that's what I do, man. That's what I do. That's what I'm about. I'm the ass, but I'm good at it.
And I got really, really lucky and met Mara.
Now he's kissing that. Now he's kissing that.
I am looking forward to Father's Day this Sunday because I know she's had a private group message with my kids and my stepdaughter, who can actually throw the ball and hit the ball harder than my son can. She's awesome. So, but looking forward to this Father's Day with them.
Now, we get it. You're just freshly married. It hadn't been 30 days.
Always going to be like
you don't have to start the kiss up yet, bro. You still got you still got 6 months before that. You got a free 6 months.
A very good point.
Love you, Mara.
Well, John, thank you as always. We appreciate your love and support of the network, and we look forward to having you on again. Don't go nowhere yet. Let's close out the show with Sean. So, Sean, once again, thanks for coming on. Let's hear who you are again. Tell everybody how to contact you.
Sean Nugent, realtor broker with Talk to Tucker, FC Tucker Company. You can reach me at sean.nugent@talktotucker.com. Anything real estate related. Questions. Call me with questions. You don't have to call me for anything but help. Just call me for help. I'd help anytime.
Now I got a question, Sean. Do you do commercial realtor?
So I do some commercial. Primarily focus on residential. I probably my deals range from about 75% residential, 25% commercial. And then I also do a lot of new build construction stuff for folks.
Nice.
I'm a retired home builder, so this is really my last phase in life. I'm here to serve, and this is where I want to be.
You see what I'm doing here, though? I'm putting the small business banking guy with the small business commercial realtor.
You're networking, man.
What better team could you get than the Buzzard and the Nugent together?
The Buzzard and the Nugent.
It's catchy.
We gotta make a candy bar out of it.
Hey, we're the new Buzz.
New Buzz.
The new Buzz.
Damn.
I like it.
I do. I like it a lot. Man, you just blew the cap off of Damon's head.
All right.
Oh, you guys have any? You got any Father's Day jokes?
Well, yesterday's joke started out with the white guy. You had a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican. David, if you're still on, no, it was funny because it was us two and our buddy that is co-owner at Legends Barbershop, which he's Hispanic. So you had us three together, and he goes, I started, well, you got a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican together. He goes, that's the start of a bad joke.
And that's as far as we got.
That's it. Yep. Wasn't going to take it any farther.
Nope.
No, guys, we appreciate having you. Seriously, you guys have a happy Father's Day. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy your time with your families. I hope you enjoyed the time with us. John, as always, we thank you for your partnership. Sean, we're looking forward to getting you with you and finalizing our partnership and having you guys both back on at some time. Damon, you got anything else for them two wonderful gentlemen we have on tonight?
Hey, I'd just like to say thanks for coming on, hanging out. I've known you guys for quite a while now, and I'm glad to call you guys my friends, and I hope you guys enjoy your Father's Day weekends. Make them kids get up and do some damn shit.
Mow the yard.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah,
hey, not a problem.
Hey, and always remember, don't be a dick.
But if you're going to be a dick, be good at it, damn it.
Be a good dick. Oh.
Guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate
that's
it.
a good dick right there.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Woo! All right, talk to you guys later.
Wow. All right, guys. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. Damon, as always, this has been the damn it. I did it again.
Oh, hey, yeah.
What?
One last shout out. Shout out to Anthony over at Ultrasound Installations.
Yes.
I'm going to go holler at him right now. He's out working on my car.
Tell Tony I said
give a
hey.
shout out to them. Will do. So give a shout out to them. Yes. And that's what I got, man.
Because that guy right there, he's the one. This guy right here, he's the ass. Together, we are Black and White Sports live Tuesday through Thursday nights, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, powered by First Financial Bank, 3535 East 96th Street in Indianapolis, powered also by Gruntworks Custom Woods. Anthony Caldwell out in Killeen, Texas, does some wonderful job. And as always, we have typoedits.net, 40% off using BWSPORTS1 as the promo code. Ultrasound Installations, he's getting ready to hook some bumps up in Damon's ride. Tell Tony we sent you. I'm sure he'll hook you up with a great deal. Legends Barbershop, we appreciate the love and support from you guys. Can't wait to get out there and do a show again. And I can't wait to, bring Sean on as one of our partners here soon. I'm going to keep playing that. He's going to message us, say, guys, I can't wait. No, I'm just
awesome. It's going to be fun.
As always, I got my little pew-pew friend over here.
Jesse! Our one YouTube follower.
What
do we do, watcher.
Damon?
We keep indie sporty, baby.
Pew-pew! Good.